we're gonna make this a quick review. Hi, it's been a while. I've been busy, very busy, to the point where I haven't been able to do a review. Ooh, it's been a really long time. I don't even know exactly how long, but I'm back. We're back in full gear or semi-full gear. First review in a really long time. I'm excited. I know you're excited. So let's get straight to the point. Platinum Edition Hawk Girl. Let's have a look at her. Oh look, 22 moving parts. McFarlane Toys. There's the figure. Collector's Edition. There's that dreaded platinum symbol. DC Multiverse. Barcode. Stuff. Nice artwork of the regular edition. And the other side of the box. Hawk Girl Justice League of America. Number 36. Let's open up this Platinum Edition, because I have some things to say about it. Some good, some negative. But I wanted this one, and only the Platinum. You can thank Justice League Unlimited for me wanting this Platinum. So here's everything out of the box, and you're probably wondering why there is no display stand. Well, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I lost it. It was on the floor, and it was gone. The carpet monster got it, and I have no idea what happened to it. Tried looking for it. It's gone. So she will not be able to probably stand for the entire video unless I get lucky. But let's look at the figure and then look at the accessories. So yeah, no card. I mean, no stand. Oh well. Hey, I got her to stand. Don't think she'll last that long, so let's look at the figure before she falls over. So yeah, but my camera wants to focus. But you can see this is basically just a repaint of the regular Hawk Girl, and if you look, it's essentially the same. It is the same helmet, the same helmet mask, whatever that's called, just painted to look like Shire Hall instead of Keandre Saunders. I forgot how to say her name, but everything's the same body, just painted differently. You see, the bracers and the bicep band are painted silver instead of the, what is it, the bronze that's on the regular edition. And then of course she has her classic Hawkgirl colors to go with that Platinum Edition Hawkman. The wings, as you can see, they have some nice brown, if the camera will pick that up, nice brown dry brushing on the tan all along the wing and to about just right here. It's kind of on the edges right here a little bit. I don't know how well it picks up on the camera. The camera looks kind of gold, but it is like this tan color. And the same thing on the other side. You can see a nice brown bright dry brushing on there, and the little feathered details. It actually brings up the details of the feather, which I do like that part. And then the back of the figure, you can see the divots and stuff for like hold for the belt to attach onto. And then green pants, orange-ish, reddish orange boots with the sculpted line right here. And then you can see the dry brushing on the front of the figure, same as the back of the wings. Goes all the way around. And same thing on the other side. And yeah, we'll talk about the articulation for the wings when we get to that part. But let's look at the belt. If it'll focus on the belt. I might have to zoom out a little bit. Yeah, there we go. But you can see on the belt, it's just the Hawk Girl symbol. And pretty self-explanatory. You've seen the Hawk Girl symbol before. Now, McFarlane, you clever dude. Y'all did something very, that company did something very, very, very clever. So for the torso, the chest piece, instead of making the whole entire thing the same thing, what they did was, for the regular version, this is all painted yellow, all right here. This is painted green to match the regular version. On the Platinum edition, there's the V cut right here for the skin tone, and then this is all yellow. And you can see the extra detail from where it's supposed to be green right here and on the other side. They did 2-in-1. They literally designed this figure so that way it can be 2 figures in one. Honestly, in my opinion, it would have been easier just to do, I don't know, one of them a Page Punchers, the other one a regular or Platinum edition. I mean, a regular or collector's edition instead of doing literally 2-in-1. It just would have been easier. But McFarlane, they be doing McFarlane things, so I do like the wrist gauntlets or the bands, the nice silver. I think it's silver plastic on there, if you can kind of see it. You can see like the cracking of it. That does look nice, and the silver bands on the bicep. It's just a generic silver. And I think those are molded in silver plastic. They have a nice sheen to it, have like a metallic look. The one thing I will give McFarlane toys is their figures are always nicely detailed and somewhat accurate. But you can see this is literally just repainted to match the Shire Hall. It's literally just a whole repaint. There's no extra detail or anything like that. They did the 2-for-1 in the chest, which that's new. Way to go. But let's look at the accessories. I think you finally kind of get the gist of the figure. One thing we didn't talk about are her little straps, her little pouches for here. You see, it's just painted yellow. There's no like paint detail like right here on the, to see where the pouches are, or right here. The only paint detail on here is this is painted. The belt is attached to the trunks. That's sculpted on there, and then they painted it all yellow. And the only thing that's painted is a little symbol. And then you can see the yellow stripe going down right there. But green plastic. This is, the boots are a separate piece. And then of course this is all painted on there. Yeah. And you can see the texture on the boot. It's like rough, like kind of like rough sculpted texture. Like a leather kind of look. Sorry. I've been having got something in my throat. But yeah, it's nice figure. Minor gripes. She can't stand because of all the wing weight. Whatever, she falls. Alright, let's look at the accessories. So first we have her nth metal mace. You can see this is, I believe, molded in silver plastic, which is nice. It has a nice metallic sheen. But here's my issue with everything McFarlane makes accessory wise. It's very bendable and it'll be warped very easily. You can already see some warping. And it came like that. It looked like that in the package. So make you see the top part, very hard. Makes a very hard sound. And I mean, you can see the cracking. Makes it look like has some wear and tear on it. Sculpted in there. It looks very nice. Very just a generic mace. Looks good. It suits Hawk Girl. And of course, surprisingly, a hand for both arms. So out of the package, well, she comes with a grip hand and a fist, and I put both grip hands, but she has 2 grip hands for each. She has 2 pairs of open, like, flying hands and 2 pairs of fists. And I'm so surprised McFarlane gave us 2 of each hand. They're just regular skin tone. Good job. And of course, the trading card, which is not Shire Hall. It is in fact Kendra. How do you say her name? Kendra Saunders. And you know, there's a read up. Kendra Saunders. You can read that. All right. There's that McFarlane Collector Edition on the side. Yeah, there's Kendra Saunders. Yeah. Couple of things I just wanted to point out before I forget. She has no loop on here to hold her mace like she's supposed to. Yeah. You can't do that. I mean, if you want to, you could try to tuck it underneath the diaper piece, but I don't think that's gonna go well. So I mean, I guess you could like kind of hide it behind a wing. But that just looks weird. Yeah, so that's another thing. Like, why? Why did they? Wonder Woman gets her lasso, which I get, but they can't attach something for her. Like, okay. Also, I can't tell. I think these obviously, I don't know if these legs are 100% new for these figures. I know the torso had to be new because I had to sculpt all that in. The arms, I think, are new. I think, but I don't know what's new. I don't know what's old on this figure. I don't have the regular edition to the non-platinum version to compare it to. So yeah, she's just gonna lay down. But we're gonna talk about the articulation, talk about the wings, how they move, all that stuff now. So let's get to it. So we're gonna talk about the wings first. Both of them are just on swivel parts right here. They can swivel up and down, and then right here they are on hinges, and they can just go back and forth like a flapping motion. And then this is on a joint. I think it's on a ball joint or something, and then they can just rotate all the way around. But yeah, that's it. That right here, and then flapping motion. And that's like that on both sides, so you can kind of get like in a flapping motion like this. And then of course they can close down like that for her wings to be at rest, but not a lot for the wing articulation. Her head is on a dumbbell joint, generic McFarlane head articulation. Can look up that far, can look down that far. She can arch back that far, which is really good for a flying character. And arching forward is better than, actually no, it's just kind of meh. Her arms go past 90 degrees, they go up and down. Of course, you have that shoulder joint. They go all the way, they go about halfway back, but they just got stopped by the wings. Same going that way. Double jointed elbows. Wrists can hinge up and down, side to side, rotate all the way around. Same on both arms. There's like barely any thigh swivel on that one, or actually this thigh swivel is a little bit better. And then of course legs can get forward that far. They can go back that far, which is forward and back. That's really good. Double jointed knee. And then there's never any boot swivel with McFarlane. Ankles can hinge up and down and pivot side to side. And then of course, you know, the toe articulation. Also on her boots, or what her bottom parts of the boots, you see, it's kind of goes upwards. So interesting. But yeah, basic generic McFarlane articulation. All right, now we're going to get into comparisons. We're not going to do any movie comparisons because I don't have any movie comparisons to go with this figure, and plus all my movie McFarlane figures are in a box, and I don't feel like getting them. First up, here she is with the Page Punchers DC Direct Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow figure, and you can see how much taller Hawkgirl is in her. Like, Hawkgirl is tall. Hawkgirl, I think, might be as tall as the Collector Edition Wonder Woman, which I also don't have because I never found it. Here she is with a Green Lantern, the McFarlane Digital Hal Jordan, Silver Age Hal Jordan. Obviously, it's not the correct Lantern that she falls in love in the Justice League animated, Justice League Unlimited show. So, it's Hal Jordan instead of John Stewart. Don't have a John Stewart, but you can see she is still taller than Hal Jordan by a lot. And here she also is with the Digital Edition's classic Aquaman. You can see also taller than Aquaman by a lot. And here she is with the Nightfall black and gray version of Batman, who are both fighting for space because that Batman's cape takes up all the room in the world, and so does Hawkgirl wings. But you can also see taller than Batman by a lot. And here she is with the black and gray variant of the Hush Batman, and you can see they're close to about the same height. So she is just really tall. And here she is with the Platinum Edition McFarlane Digital Flash, also taller than the Flash. So overall, am I happy with this figure? Yeah. Are there some things that I wish could be better? Obviously. I love the wings. I like the detail. They have a decent amount of articulation. There's a few joints that I wish they could add. Like, I wish there was a little more onto the actual way it connected in the articulation there. My one gripe, she's too tall. Canonically, in the comics, Shire Hall Hawkgirl is 5'10", and in the Justice League animated shows, she is 5'6". So she should not be taller than... She fell. She knows she's too tall. She should not be taller than Batman, or Green Lantern, or the Flash, or Aquaman, or any of those characters. So she is too tall. She's the same height, or close to the same height as the Hush Batman, which is an issue. Now, granted, I do think the Nightfall Batman is kind of short, and the Hush Batman is probably a more appropriate height for Batman. But she should still not be close to Batman's height. Batman is 6'2". She should not be close to Batman's height. So we just leave it at that. I like that she comes with a good amount of hands. I'm leaving her down because I don't feel like picking her up. And yeah, I do like this figure. If you're lucky and you find it, I'd say grab it. I just prefer the Shire Hall version. I don't have anything against the Kendra Saunders. It's just not my typical Hawkgirl. But no, that was my review of the McFarlane Toys Collector Edition Platinum Edition Hawkgirl. My next review should be the Gamerverse Marvel Legends 2-pack of War Machine and Omega Red. Can't wait for that Omega Red. And also update, found her display stand.